Hello again and welcome to beautiful Pickett, Wisconsin on this late April day 2026. What I've got on the stand today is a newly refurbished, new bearings installed, and freshly run on glow fuel, which ran spectacularly, my Satio FA-72a engine. This is another swamp juice test. This will be swamp juice test number 4. Now, swamp juice, for those of you that don't know, is a proprietary blend of fuel that my buddy Garrett is developing, and he is developing it for sale to sell to people, but we are in the development and testing phase right now. I'm in the testing phase, he's in the testing phase, but the development phase, I have nothing to do with the development. So as a result, I am not at liberty to talk about constituents of the fuel other than to show you how it runs. So, I've got a small portion of this, I think it's an 8-ounce tank filled with swamp juice, and I'm going to do a run with this Satio FA-72a engine with a master air screw 13.6 prop, and swamp juice runs on the OS G5 glow plug. So with all that said, let's fire this thing up and see if I can get some really good results with this on the 4-stroke engine, because this is the first time I've tried swamp juice on a 4-stroke. I've run it on 3 2-stroke engines with great results thus far. So, let's do it. Okay, Satio 72a swamp juice test number 4. Let's start with the prime. Now, I learned from my last run of this engine that this engine doesn't like to be primed heavily, but this is a different fuel too, but I'm going to still be cautious and only do it one time. Going to be playing with the low speed setting a little bit because Garrett seems to think that this might actually need to be richer than normal to get a good transition. Right now I'm not seeing the best of transitions. And I'm also not going all the way back to where my throttle stop screw is set either. like I could do on the glow fuel. Okay, well, let's think about this. Think about what's going on with this. Obviously, swamp juice is a different type of fuel, so adjustments are not going to be the same, and there is going to be a little bit of a learning curve. So I'm learning. I am going to put the igniter on here and run all of this fuel out of here. And then we'll talk about this. Okay. Okay, so I would say that was a successful test. Now, in the defense of this fuel, the other 3 times I've run it have been on 2-stroke engines, and I had what I consider better results than what I saw with this first time it's ever been run in a 4-stroke engine. For me, I think Garrett might have done some testing on a 4-stroke engine at his location. The other thing with this batch of fuel is, this batch of fuel was given to me by Garrett in probably November, And throughout the winter, he's been refining it and testing and doing other things. So what the new batch of swamp juice that I'm getting here in the next week is different than this, vastly different than this. So what will go to the market is not this exact same formulation. This is just one of the first batches, and that's what I have left to test with. So I'm testing the viability of the fuel. Does the engine run on it? Yes, it does run on it. Does it run as well or as perfectly as it does with glow fuel? Not at this time. But it still runs. It never died. Now, so the thing that is interesting is my throttle stop screw is set right now. So if I put glow fuel back in here, this thing would be idling perfectly, except for the fact that I've screwed around with the low speed needle. So I'd have to do some retuning there, but that was where it was set. I was not able to come that close at all, so I was leaving it open more, which means I was allowing more airflow in, so it was leaning it out more. And Garrett had said it seemed like he told me that engines needed to be richer to have better transition, but that's just not what I'm seeing with this batch and what I think I'm understanding with what's going on. The engine got pretty warm and not burning hot, but it ran fine. It started up fine with electric starter, had decent peak RPM. It wasn't exactly what you would see with a nitro or methanol based fuel, but it's good. You know, I'm still on board with the swamp juice. We're going to continue testing. I'm going to continue testing. In fact, what I'm going to do is I have a Magnum 108 engine that I'm about to refurbish, put new bearings in, and that's going to be my test bed basically for new iterations of Garrett's swamp juice when he gets them to me. And I'm going to be running that engine. When I come out to run an engine, I'm probably going to have that on the one side of the stand all the time, so I can do my primary engine run and make videos with, and then do another run with that engine, so I can accumulate some time, because that's going to have fresh bearings in it. It's going to be a nice clean engine, and at the end of the season I'm going to take that engine apart, log how much I've run it, or how many ounces or how many times I ran it, and do a comparison of the inside and see what it looks like. But I don't think I'll run swamp juice in this particular engine anymore. In fact, I may just go ahead and swap tanks and put the glow fuel back in and flush this thing out with glow fuel. But I mean, hey, it ran. So anyway, that's our swamp juice test number 4, first one on a 4-stroke engine. Okay, so here's some bonus footage. This is nitro or glow fuel again. This is the post swamp juice test 4 run with glow fuel in it. So I can reset it up for glow fuel operation, since that's really what I want to be doing with this engine. just a beautiful running engine.